Welcome back. Foggy today. We got the jet sleds loaded down. We're headed out in the woods. We'll do a little ice fishing. We gotta check the ice. Hopefully it's safe. We'll get back with you once I get on the trail. We're in the woods. We'll see where we're getting back. We got about a mile ride back to the lake. Got my wife back there. I got my Snowdog long track. She's got the Snowdog compact. You good? Yeah. Trails are good up here right now. You notice I got a lot of slush blowing up through. I ripped off my mud flap at the boat launch last week, so I had to modify one. I still have to do a little work on it because it's still spraying some slush up. That was my fault. I got too close to the edge of the dock and I caught it, and it snapped off the old mud flap. So I've got a temporary one in place. We're going to do a little more work on it this week and fix that. Today was the first run out with it. Let's see if my wife can keep up. I was going full speed through there, which is actually a little too fast. I'm bouncing around pretty good. As you can see, it's foggy out here today. Very foggy. You can't really see anything. My wife's got a tip up there. Her jaw jacker, well, Celsius brand, like a jaw jacker. And her other tip up out there. I've got one tip up set in. There's the Snowdogs. There's my wife's jig and her flasher setup. I'm going to set my other tip up now. Once I set my other tip up, then I'm going to pop my jaw jacker in, and I'm going to drill some jig holes and chase some perch around with the Panoptics. So we'll show you how. Oh, I got a flag. It just popped up as I was walking over to this hole. See what we got. It is foggy out here today. As I was walking over to my flag, Just checking the other ones. My battery died, or my SD card got full. Anyways, I was walking over. If you look, it's all the way out to the side. I don't know if you can see it on there. It's stuck right out to the side. We're going to pull this up and see. Hopefully you got a fish on there. It's a pretty big shiner. It's starting to run my line. Oh, it just come off. Oh, that was a big pickerel. It cut my line. I'm running pretty light leaders with a hook on there, a treble hook, and I probably let them take it too long. Their teeth cut it. It was most likely a good sized pickerel. There's some big ones in here, so we're going to tie a new hook on here, set it back up. Okay, we got a new leader. Show you how I set this up here. I'm only running, these are 6-pound leaders. It's ice line. Got a treble hook. The split shot a couple inches above that. It's about a 12 to 18 inch leader to my main backer line. So I set that down in. I've already checked the depth and I have this a foot off bottom. So I'll run the shiner down. And for a line marker, I just have these little bobbers. Right there's my line marker. I just run that up to my spool and I know that's right where my bottom mark is. So it's always set. Now if we're lucky, that same pickerel will come back and bite again. I've had them do that before. Maybe I'll get my hook back. So we set the flag, set it back down in the hole. There we go. So that's all there is to setting my tip ups. These are Heritage Lakers. I've got like probably 400 foot of line on these spools, so I'll never have to worry about running out of line. Going to go set my other one up now, which is right there. I was already sounding out the hole, checking my depth when my flag went up. That's where I was headed to do. We'll show you a quick setup on that. So to do that, here's my sounder. Just a lead clips on my hook and I'll drop it down. So we're going to sound out this hole again. This will be my third attempt, see if anything goes off. Every time I try it, the flag goes up. So I clip my weight onto my hook. Drop it down until we hit bottom. Now once I'm on bottom, I feel it. I can go till I feel that weight just touch it. I'll clip my line marker right here. That's clipped on. So I want a foot off bottom, so to get a foot off bottom with this, take my line marker, I run it up to here. That is the ice line because the tip up sits in the water. So I run it up to here. It's just about a foot off bottom is that mark on there, the bottom of my flag, or bottom of my reflectors. So we lock it down. I'll go throw a live bait on there. I hook them just behind the back there. Sometimes I hook them in the mouth, sometimes I hook them in the back, depends. We'll drop it down and set the flag and see if we get something. Okay, my wife just caught a pickerel. You can see it flopping around on the ice over there maybe. She's over there jigging. I am going to set up my jaw jacker. Now they're not jaw jackers. I do have jaw jackers. These are the Celsius brand. They work pretty good actually. I'll show you how I set them up. So you open the arms out. There's a pin right here. Pull the pin, you lift this up to whatever setting you want. I run it on the highest for the rod I use. Put that pin back through. This extends out over the hole, and this determines your rod length if you run a short or longer rod. I'm not sure how long I need it for this rod. Once you get it set, you lock it up and set it there. But first we need to check my depth. I'm not using a line marker on these, so I just drop it down. And once I'm a foot off bottom, I just pinch my line and I know where I'm at. So right here's bottom. We're gonna go probably a foot. I reel it right up to there. Now I know I'm a foot off bottom, I'll just hand line this out. I already have my live bait over here, I just gotta hook it on. Same setup as my tip ups. This, I believe I'm running 10-pound line on this. 10-pound ice line, it's blue. Got number 8 treble hook, I run it just under that back fin. Live shiner. Good and lively, we're going to drop it down in. I've got a split shot on there so it'll go down. We just got to wait for it to go all the way down in, and then we set this. Drag is, you got to loosen this just a touch. There we go. The drag set. So this one I'm going to keep in kind of close because it's a shorter rod. It'll give me a little more spring power in there. You run it down through, you flip this open. There's a little loop here. I know you can't see it from there. I'll give you a close-up in a second. Then the line goes over it. It's tension adjustable. I want it fairly snug for pickerel. Once that pops, it should set the hook. If they have it enough, it'll set the hook, but let's get up here and see if we can get you a close-up. So that loop goes right there. The line comes down, when the fish bites it, it pulls this and it triggers it to go up. Alright. So we're all set up. I gotta go grab my live scope. I left it over by my other setup and I'll bring it back. I'll run the Snowdog over. My jaw jacker just went off and I got a flag. I'm going to go with this first. Tighten up my drag. Yeah, get this one in and I'll go over to my tip up. Got a pickerel on this. I didn't get my live scope in and both these went off. Moving?
Not moving, but it's moving, but it's not moving. I'm watching your line move.
Oh, it's there.
It's starting to go. Took a lot of line.
Oh yeah, it did.
Wow.
Little scrawny pickerel. We're going to release that pickerel. That one over there is a decent sized one. I'll keep that one. That's one we're going to get back and get another bait on. Now grab me a bait. 2 bait. He's gone. Down the hole. Slid right in. All right. I almost got my live scope set up now. Every time I try, flag goes off, what's that? Something happens, so we're ready to drop it in. Ready to get it jigging the water now. Okay, so we're set up. I've got my, what do we got? Frostbite. This is a scissor kick. I believe this is 1/4 ounce. It doesn't say on the side. I'm pretty sure it's my 1/4 ounce one. We're going to tip this with just a little butter worm. I'm making something right off bottom here. Could be bluegill, perch, not sure. We'll get down here and check it first. Butter worm's nice and lively. Hopefully we can get in some perch or bluegills today. Pickerel I know we usually do get, but perch and bluegill it's hit or miss. We usually do really well in here, but sometimes we don't. Right. Oh, I just got a flag. I'll get set up eventually here. Run the Snowdog over. Hopefully running this time. Is taking line. Oh, got my bobber here. Big pickerel jumped right out of the hole. Yeah, sure I got that on camera. That thing flew out of the hole. Didn't even have to do anything. Nice. He's growling at me. I don't know if you can hear that. Alright. Maybe I can get back to jigging now. I'm going to try. Every time I get ready, my flag goes up. Jaw jacker goes off something. I get another flag, I'll probably just pull that tip up out so I can try to concentrate on jigging. I'd like to get into some perch today. I have a little fish fry this week. I've got my jig, I've got my butter worm, I've got my live scope in, got my scissor kick on. All my flags are down for a few minutes and I'm marking on bottom. We're going to drop down, see if we can catch something. Oh, flag. done with that one. I got fish coming in on my flasher, and I got a flag over here. And it's a pickerel. He's pulling my line quick. Got him. A big pickerel. Had to kick him out of the hole. Almost fell back in. He caught my line on me. Right at the last second. My hook's probably in his mouth. Yep, and another 20-incher. And there's my hook. And another pickerel's coming out of his mouth. So you can see, these things will eat whatever. That came out of his mouth, and that's the size of him, so I'm going to leave this tip up out for now. I keep getting flags on it. I'll catch some fish over there. I'll get my hook out of him later. Alright. I'm going to leave that line out of the water for a while. Well, I got big pickerel sitting off to the side here. I see it on the live scope. He's about 7 foot to the side. He's coming right into my line. He's going to hit this scissor kick. He was coming in. He's under it, just not really acting interested in it. I got a couple. There's another one coming up. He's hitting it. Give him a second to take it. We got him that time. Oh, loosen this drag up a little bit. Oh, there's two pickerel right at the hole. There we go. We're going to let him go. Not that big. Jawjacker went off again. I just caught a pickerel on my jig. See it go down? He's there. A couple turns. There's my 5 pickerel. Another pickerel on the jawjacker. That's my limit of 5 for keepers. Actually, I'm going to throw the one back I just caught on my jig. He's not very big, but straight down. Oh, we got him. Oh, he broke my line again. That's 3 breaks today on these line. I got to run a little heavier line, I think, for the pickerel. There's only 6 pound test, I believe. Pickerel broke off the hole. We're going to leave that one out for the day. Only got another hour. Jigging, bounce around. Leave my jawjacker in. Over to the right side of the screen there is some fish marking. If you look right over here, we've got a couple just off bottom. Looks like pickerel sitting there. Okay. There you go. See where I'm at. Swedish pimple with a perch eye. We're going to drop that down now. We're going to see how this works. Growing up, this is what we used for pretty much everything. Got some fish down there, so we'll see if it works. All you had to do is catch one perch for the day and you had your eyeballs, and that was your bait for the rest of the day for jigging. I just had one swipe at me and all, it was a pickerel. It came in pretty quick. I wasn't even ready, I was just dropping down and that thing came flying in. Give them a minute to find it here. I got a few off to the side at 6 feet one way. Got a fish 9 foot the other way. Got a big fish coming in, most likely a pickerel. One from each side of me. He's tapping it. He's on him, we'll hook him. Oh, he got off. Oh, my jaw jacker just went off. The jaw jacker just went off, and this it's not bouncing. We'll come back to this in a second. Alright, just got a pickerel over in my other hole on my jaw jacker. Swallowed the hook on that, so we'll let him go. Drop back down, see if anything marking in here, since I went away a minute ago. Alright, we'll kill the camera for now. I'll pack up. A couple minutes here. I gotta head out. It's starting to get rainy.